You're Locked On Devils, your daily podcast on the New Jersey Devils. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hi, this is Bryce Salvador, and you're Locked On Devils with Trey Matthews.
Scores! Oh, Stevens stepped up, nailed him. Brodor's got the puck. What a shot. The Devils win the Stanley Cup.
Timo, now that you guys have had a little bit of time to digest everything that happened, what is the overall feeling about the way the year went for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, still disappointing. You'd like to be preparing for a playoff series right now, or you're having exit meetings, and you're going home. So that's definitely no fun. But I think now it's time for everybody to just kind of maybe turn off the brain from hockey a little bit and go enjoy your families. Get healthy, and then obviously start going back at it.
And what do you hope sort of is going to drive you guys into the summer, into next year, to make sure that this doesn't happen again? Because you know that there's more talent in here.
Yeah, for sure. I think we have, a great core group, and a lot of, the staff here. Everybody, it's we love coming here. We love playing in front of our fans. So the feeling that we feel right now should be the motivation to go into the summer, going into the gym every day, and then just kind of work your hardest. Like I said, get healthy, get your body to the best shape you can over summer, and kind of analyze all the things that happened this year, and make sure we come ready to go in September.
What qualities do you think this team needs in its next coach, whoever it may be?
I mean, that's, I'm sure Fitzy's going to make the right decision on that, and for us players, I think it's, everybody's own, that he comes in prepared, comes in the best shape, and, best mental mindset, and just doing what you need to do over the summer to bring your best next season once the season starts.
Obviously, you had an incredible second half. What do you have to do this summer to be prepared to, be able to do that for the full stretch next year?
Yeah, same for me. Just get healthy, and then spend the time in the gym and put the work in. I know how big the off seasons are for me personally. To play at my best, I got to be at the best shape. If I want to, play consistent, the style of game that brings me success, I got to put a lot of work in the gym and make sure when I get here after the off season that I'm in the best shape I've ever been. That's a goal for me.
Are you considering going to Worlds?
It's kind of all up in the open, so still waiting on some certain things and making sure the body's is good enough, and haven't really made a decision on that we're still waiting on stuff.
This offseason, you don't have to worry about contract stuff like you did last offseason. Obviously, you must like New Jersey that you signed a long-term deal to live here and play here, but what were your impressions of being here kind of year-round?
Yeah, I love it. Like you said, I signed here for long term. Obviously, this is where I want to be, and this is where I want to win, and that's the mindset. Just doing everything in my hands to help this organization go to where we want to go, and like I said, it takes everybody to be at their best. So, get ready in the summer. And
you mentioned the body. You're still dealing with any lingering injuries here?
Certain things, but hopefully nothing too major. And the off season's a good time to get your body healthy and ready to go.
Some players do, some players don't. Are you able to reveal what you were kind of going through this year?
Don't have to. Well, just earlier in the year, both MCLs, and then after that, just oblique. So nothing, too crazy.
What type of a challenging year was this for you, just dealing with the injuries you did and sort of coming in and out of the lineup that way?
Yeah, it's never easy. I mean, you miss sometimes, and you got to find your game again, coming back in, and then you miss some other time again, and it's always like hard for a player if you're not in the groove. and it was definitely challenging, but you know, I tried to manage it as best as I could, and yeah, but it's not easy.
As a group, how disappointing is it to be here standing on this day, you know, knowing that the season hasn't started?
Yeah, I mean, we expected more. You know, we had big goals start of the year, and especially after last year. But yeah, I mean, in sports, either you win or lose, and yeah, this year we just you know, didn't reach our expectations, and but you know, I think we grew as a group as well, and I think, you know, just for the future, yeah, we have a lot to learn, but I think we have a big future ahead of us as well.
As a defenseman, watching, you know, two young players in Nemo and Luke sort of come into their own, what did you appreciate about the role that they had to take on, particularly, you know, when you were out, when Dougie was out? That's a lot for young kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, but I think they manage it very well. You know, they're both still very young, and I think you could see that their game is growing over games, and I think at the end they did a pretty good job.
Are you expecting to go to Worlds? Is that something that's on your possibility?
Yeah, it's possible. I still have to talk to my guys here. Okay. So.
Just as one of the veterans now, you know, a lot of young guys in the blue line, what were just some of the challenges of being, you know, one of the guys that were leaned on this year? Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of injuries. You know, guys had to step up, especially, you know, like guys my age, which, I mean, they're still young, but you know, in this team, they're a little or more of the older guys, and I think. Yeah, a lot of guys had to step up, and I think it was challenging with the injuries, and but at the end it was, you know, I think it was a learning process as well, you know, being a different role and everything, and yeah, I think at the end we expected more, but I think we all learned from this. You mentioned you might go to Worlds, but after that, you know, what does training look like for you, and where are you going to be?
I'm just going to be back home, you know, doing the usual, working out with my conditioning coach, starting to skate with the guys in Zurich, and yeah, try to come back as in my best shape as possible.
Do you feel like your own injuries hurt your consistency at all this season?
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's I said before, you know, if you're in a groove and you play a game after game, you're kind of like in those rails, and you can just, you know, kind of glide with it, and yeah, if you're injured for a while, it's and you come back, you have to find your game again, which is not very easy, but you know, it shouldn't be an excuse, but it's just more challenging, I would say.
I hope you guys are enjoying today's bonus episode. Before we continue, let me tell you about FanDuel. It's playoff time in the NBA, and NHL baseball is in full swing, and FanDuel is your place to bet on every game. Right now, new customers get $150 in bonus bets guaranteed. That's $150 win or lose. Bet on everything from slap shots to home runs to slam dunks, all in an app that is safe, secure, and easy to use. What are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com/lockedon and make your first bet an automatic win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
Here, I'm just wondering how you sort of felt you adapted and just what you guys were able to accomplish.
Yeah, obviously exciting getting traded here and then having the opportunity to play in the playoffs. Obviously, we're not, you know, happy with the way it ended. And, you know, I think we all still want to be playing, but that's how it is. I think it's you know, for everybody, it's a learning process. You take those and you try to learn from it and use it in the past and just let it make you stronger.
What was the thing you enjoyed most maybe about playing in this system, playing with these players in particular?
Yeah, just a very talented group. Just the character too. I thought, you know, the way the team stuck together. You know, we're down against the Rangers in the series, and battled back, and just the tightness of this group, and how everybody, including staff and medicals and everybody just works together. It's a fun environment.
Timo, obviously this summer is going to be a negotiation for you. Any early thoughts on that, and just how much you liked it here? If you'd like to come back.
Yeah, I mean it's it's fresh after our loss, and you just kind of want to take a couple days, and obviously it's not a great feeling being out, but then you just gotta empty your head a little bit, take a week or two off, and then obviously there's some conversations that are going to be, and decide the future. So that's going to be a topic this summer for sure. But as of now, just kind of reflect on the season and look at the stuff. Yeah.
Are you joining Jonas and Nico at the Worlds?
What's that?
Are you joining Nico and Jonas at the Worlds?
No, I won't be. I won't be going to Worlds.
Timo, I know it was a bit of an adjusting period coming from San Jose to New Jersey, especially with the amount of talent that's on the roster, and Hughes, Hischier, and Bratt. I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel like your skill set was utilized as the year progressed? Because sometimes we saw you on the top six, sometimes we saw you on the third line. Series against the Rangers, you were very physical. Then this previous series against the Hurricanes, you're scoring and point production started to show. So I was just curious to hear your thoughts. How did you think you fit in during the course of the season?
Yeah, we got a lot of guys with everybody in this room is super skilled, speed, and I think I bring a little bit more of like the physicality. A guy that likes to be in front of net, obviously shooting first player. So I think especially the physical part and just getting in front of net and creating room for all these guys that are super good at turning and getting rolling off guys.
Timo, where are you training this summer?
I'm going to be back home. So I've been, since I came over from Switzerland playing Junior League, I've been always going home and working out at home. So it's nice to be around family and friends, and got my trainers there, and that always helped me to prepare for the season.
Did you like enough of what you saw in New Jersey to strongly consider talking and negotiating that?
Yeah, it's definitely a nice place, and like I said, great group of guys, great staff and everybody. So definitely, it's a nice place for sure.
What was your favorite moment from the season as a New Jersey Devil?
Well, I think winning Game 7 against the Rangers, moving on to the second round, and there was ups and downs, just like any season, and it's kind of nice to go through these, and like you said, tight group that everybody has each other's back, and that's the best thing to come in and go to work like that.
I know you just talked about the possibility of re-signing with the team, and I just want to ask, what are your expectations come next season if you do remain in a Devils sweater?
Yeah, like I said, there's definitely going to be conversations, and this team definitely we're heading in the right direction. And if you look at the progress from last year, being in the playoffs, second round playoffs, I think it was a quick turnaround, and it just kind of shows the skill and the talent of this group.
I'm sure Tom Fitzgerald sold you on it when he traded for you, but what's the importance of possibly, having the practice rink here attached to the main rink? The travel isn't as bad. Is that all a part of the thinking process, the thought process, and where you want to be?
Yeah, it's 100%. That travel, it's easier here than I had it before, and the practice rink right here, it's definitely a really nice setup. And like I said, it's great people. Everybody has been treating me so well. So it's definitely it's a great place.
And what'd you like about Lindy Ruff and his approach to the game, and how he was able to get you guys to where you finally ended up?
Yeah, he's straight up. He's been around for a long time, and he's got plenty of experience. So it's definitely nice to have a coach that shares that experience, and just the way he holds himself in certain moments. And looking at playoff series, like when we were down 2-0, and he just found ways to get the team prepared, and just get us ready and fired up for the games.
Did you suffer more than a broken nose in that hit?
What's that?
Did you break your nose, and was there anything more?
No, I just broke my nose. Yeah, no, the the injury I had was something before, so where I missed the game. So yeah, just a broken nose.
How did the cage, the full, did that affect you at all? The full half shield, then cage.
I mean, it's definitely you prefer the visor. It doesn't help the vision, but at this point, I was trying to get out of the fishbowl, but they wouldn't let me, so just had to grind it through, and yeah, just kind of for safety reasons, I guess, and yeah, but took a little time to get used to, but yeah, you try to make the best out of it.
And now, while we're on the subject of sports and competition, like we always are on this show, let me tell you about Monopoly Go. All right, game off. We got to pause here to talk more about Monopoly Go. I know what you're saying. Flag on the play. You already talked about that, but there is just so much good stuff in this game. In Monopoly Go, you can team up with friends or time tournaments where you can work together to build up each other's boards. The more you win together, the more awesome prizes you can unlock. And there's so much to do. You could get unique stickers when you trade with friends to complete albums for big prizes, cool new playing pieces to travel the boards with, hilarious emojis for taunting friends when you smash their buildings or heist their vaults. Trust me, I think you would love this a lot. Plus, Monopoly Go feels new and exciting every day with constantly changing tournaments and challenges. A ton include their own unique mini games like digging for treasure or a robot pachinko machine. That sounds pretty cool. And there's always new timed events to help you win big, like massive multiplayers for everything you win or rent frenzies. There's always something fun to discover in Monopoly Go. So get off the bench and go download right now for free on Google Play or App Store. Game on, everybody. All right, let's get back to today's bonus episode. Take it away once again.
What are some of the areas this offseason that you're going to try to improve on come the new year?
Everything. I always try to go back and just, you look at stuff in the hockey part, but also the physical part where you want to put in the work in the gym. You want to get faster, stronger. With the pace this game's played at, I think, for me, it's always a big thing going back in summer, putting in the work, because that's where you get your confidence to start the season. And I think I'm a player that relies on how I work out in the gym and how I prepare myself in the summer for the season.
Feels like a lot of things and players kind of came together at the right time for this group this year, and then obviously you coming along in the trade was part of that. How much do you identify with this group as maybe being the right thing for you at this point in your career, and the direction, the maturation that this team has right now? Yeah,
it's it was nice for me to come in. Obviously, a new situation for me, being traded the first time, and just experience all of that, and so it was fun. The guys made it easy for me to fit in, and I was they were very welcoming. So like I said, a great group, and just so many weapons. I think if you look at the seasons some of these guys had this year, just kind of shows what what player there are in this room. So I think that's a great thing.
Do you see long-term success here for this team?
Yeah, 100%. All the guys, you look at their age and what they've already done. I think that's why it's so, those failures that you have now, losing in the second round the way we did, it's got to make you stronger, and that's experience if you use it the right way, and just gonna let it make you stronger.
With San Jose, you probably saw highlights of Jack Hughes there, but as a teammate, was there anything at all that kind of exceeded your expectations, what you thought about him as a player?
Yeah, I mean, the way he played in the playoffs, really incredible. He didn't shy away from anything. We saw him, I think it was game 4 or when he got into it with Aho too. Just not shying away, playing his game and doing his thing. So it was fun to be around, and he's gonna, he's still so young, so he's gonna get stronger. He's gonna get even better. So I think that's he's an unbelievable player.